Hey guys, it's Leanne, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation for the final project. The assignment for this one was to go on a field trip and take a bunch of nice pictures, and I was lucky enough to be able to bring my camera to California a couple weeks ago, so that's where all of these came from. This picture was taken in downtown Disney, which is like Disneyland but free since I'm really cheap, but this was a little garden they had in the middle of the walkway. So nice. For this one, the ISO was 100, the shutter speed was 1 over 125, and the aperture was 7.1 because it was a relatively cloudy day. So this next one, we went to this nice little used bookstore in downtown LA, and the whole place was just perfect for taking pictures. So I got a bunch of like their plant setups and their books and everything. But for this one, the ISO was 160, the shutter speed was 1 over 40, and the aperture was 3.5. This one, we went to Santa Monica, to the pier and all that fun stuff. And this is the little amusement park they have over there called Pacific Park. The whole trip was super cloudy, so all the apertures are really tiny. But for this one, the ISO was 100, the shutter speed was 1 over 250, and the aperture was 10. For this one, this is that same bookstore. In the upstairs part, they had this art gallery where a bunch of artists could show off their stuff and sell their art. It was very cool. For this one, the ISO was 100, the shutter speed was 1 over 50, and the aperture was 4. This one was in Little Tokyo, which was very cool. If y'all are ever in LA and you get the chance to go, do it. It was crazy. And this is a super tall like shrine gate thing they had. I got a nice picture, so here it is. The ISO for this one was 100, the shutter speed was 1 over 125, and the aperture was 7.1. This one is that same used bookstore. This was just the sign they had outside. The ISO was 100, the shutter speed was 1 over 60, and the aperture was 5. Again, same bookstore. This is one of the sculptures they had upstairs that I thought was super neat. ISO was 3200, the shutter speed was 1 over 8, and the aperture was 16. This is the same bookstore and one of the little plant setups they had. This one, the ISO was 320, the shutter speed was 1 over 40, and the aperture was 3.5. This one is my two best friends that I went on this whole trip with. This is them at the beach at Santa Monica. This one, the ISO was 100, shutter speed was 1 over 320, and the aperture was 11. I think this is my favorite picture I took this whole trip. And then this one is taken from the upstairs of that used bookstore. I loved all the lights and all the different books they had on display. It was very cool. This one, the ISO was 2000, the shutter speed was 1 over 40, and the aperture was 3.5. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a great semester with y'all. Thank you.